Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zita. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to be talking about zero waste and low impact living. This is a topic that I don't know that much about. Honestly, I've only really been learning a lot about it recently, and I have a long way to go, let me tell you. But I thought, since I'm beginning, maybe I could give you guys some beginning tips as well. One thing that I want to say before we get started is that I understand how privileged I am that I get to even attempt to go zero waste or low impact. Not everyone has the same resources available, so don't worry about that. Just do what you can. There's going to be some things that are easier than others. Just keep that in mind because everyone's path is different and just every little bit helps, and it's more important to educate yourselves than to be doing the same thing that the people you watch online are doing. A lot of this knowledge and stuff I've been learning about has been coming from a YouTuber called Sustainably Vegan. I will link her so you guys can check her out. She does a ton of educational videos on zero waste, on low impact living, on the lifestyle of someone who is that. I don't know much about pollution and climate change and carbon footprints, and there are things and books that I want to check out soon so I can learn more about it, but that is an ongoing process. What I want to go over today are some of the things that I already was doing, some of the things I'm trying, and some of the things that I would like to try, and maybe you guys can follow along with them, start implementing some of these things in your lives as well. Zero waste I was familiar with, but low impact living was not a term that I was familiar with. And it's not just the idea of zero waste, it's the idea of just a lower impact. So less, like eating more local foods and less imported foods, reducing like your carbon emissions from your car, like different stuff like that, like really being aware of your impact on the earth. And again, I don't know a ton about this, but that's kind of what I understand about it. Let's go into first some of the things that I already did even before I got really interested in a lifestyle like this. Number one, the main thing, and I did this for my entire life basically because my mom ingrained it into my habit, and that is using a reusable grocery bag. So I have so many of these. This is from King Soopers. I'm sure you all have a bunch of just totes. Canvas totes work as well. Otherwise you can get stuff like this from your local store. And trying to not take home like 6 plastic bags every single time you go to the grocery store. I recycle. Again, grew up doing that. Carried it with me when I moved to college. I live right next to a recycling center. But there's also bins to recycle plastic bags, and they have compost bins there, so I'm not taking full advantage of it yet, and I need to. That's a goal. If you aren't in as easy of a place, like you don't have a recycling center near you, some garbage companies offer recycling services. Like there are different ways to do it. Another thing that I've been doing is using reusable containers and bringing silverware with me. So at work, I'm usually there for 1 or 2 meals just because of how long I'm there, like an 8-hour shift. So instead of always eating out, bringing your own food and bringing it in reusable containers and bringing your own silverware so you don't have to use the plastic forks and spoons, that's really important, and it's a really easy step that can get you into cooking more and preparing like some easy delicious food. And something I had started to do more even before I started learning more about low impact living was when I do go out, because sometimes I do go out to like fast food restaurants mainly, when I am there, just trying to refuse single-use plastic as much as possible. So not getting a straw, not getting a lid. I have contemplated getting reusable straws for myself and my boyfriend, but one, I'm not necessarily sure if we always would remember to have it. Plus, I don't use straws at home. Like the only time I use straws is when I'm out getting a drink and it's like a to-go cup. And so I've just stopped using that and just drinking out of it like a normal cup. Now we moved on to stuff that I'm currently trying. So stuff that isn't already a habit, stuff that I'm kind of trying to transition to. One of those is using a shampoo bar. Now Lush sells shampoo bars and conditioner bars, and one, they're really nice. I really like how they make my hair feel. And I got a little sample the last time I went. And if for those of you who don't know, Lush is an awesome company. They're cruelty-free, they're vegan. Overall, Lush is viewed to be a very good, ethical, cruelty-free vegan company. They make amazing products and they're just the coolest. But I got a little sample of a shampoo bar the last time I was there, and I've been using it. I really like it, but I'm not going to buy a shampoo bar yet because I still have 2 humongous tubs of shampoo and conditioner. So until I use that up, I'm not going to be buying a replacement, because a big idea of low impact and zero waste living is using up what you have before you get new stuff. I'm trying to buy less plastic, but also more glass and more metal. So for instance, when I went and bought more peanut butter the other day, I was looking for a peanut butter jar that was glass and with a metal lid, ideally, just to eliminate as much plastic as possible. And I found one that was the same price as like the other one that I would have bought, and it's natural peanut butter. Changing your habits when you shop is really a big part of it too. Shopping is where you get a lot of your trash. It's where you get a lot of your waste. And so changing what you buy and being more aware is a very important part of this lifestyle, and something that I'm really trying to embrace and work into my life as habits so that it's not something that I forget about. In general, I'm trying to just use less bags. Like for produce, I think the automatic is still just to use bags, but whenever possible, I'm trying to not use those bags. And then I also want to start buying more in bulk. Now, the hard thing there is just trying to find a store that lets you use your own containers for bulk items, because a lot of them still don't, for like sanitary reasons. So you still have to use plastic bags there, which isn't great, but buying in bulk can be cheaper, and is still less plastic than if you bought like a bag of them. So working on that as well. And then I also want to do some more DIY like beauty and hygiene stuff. Once I run out of my current deodorant, which still has a long way to go, but I'd like to see if I can do some DIY deodorant. So those are just some of the ways that I'm trying to go a little more zero waste and low impact living. Obviously, I am at the very beginning of this journey and I still do not have a lot of knowledge. However, I want to point you towards some of the people that are educating me and do talk about stuff like this. So first off, Sustainably Vegan. She is great. She's the top person that I recommend. She's also one of the few people about zero waste that I find non-judgmental when she's doing her videos, because I feel like I've seen a lot of zero waste videos and the person making it makes you feel terrible for not doing what they're doing. Whereas she's very much just, hi, I want to tell you about this and I want to educate you, and it's so nice and free and sharing, and it's something I really appreciate about her. The other person is Sedona Christina. She also does videos on low impact living and zero waste, a little bit more lifestyle stuff as well. She also has some good info, and she does a lot of like tips for beginners and videos like that. So I definitely recommend you check her out as well. She's a little bit of a different personality, but still very chill and laid back, and just kind of wanting to help other people understand what the lifestyle is about. And the final person that I'm going to recommend is not a zero waste YouTuber necessarily. She's actually more of a photographer and a traveler, but she has started doing more videos on minimalism. She did a couple years ago, and she's brought up a couple more recently, as well as some more videos talking about how she's 80% plastic free and her views on that. So I do recommend you check out Sorrel Amore. She's great, and in general, I recommend her as a creator, but she is starting to bring out more videos about her views and her lifestyle around this. So I think that could be very interesting to see, especially because she is one of the people who, she's a digital nomad. So she travels full time, and that's very different from the previous people that I recommended. So it's kind of an interesting take on that lifestyle that you can kind of see. I hope you got some good ideas from this video. Leave a comment down below letting me know what are some of the things that you already do, or if there's some stuff that you're gonna try based off of this video or based off of Sustainably Vegan's videos. Just let me know. I would love to hear more about this. I kind of love this community and I'm really interested in learning more. Or if you guys have any recommendations for me, like books or YouTubers or movies or anything like that, let me know. I am trying to learn a little bit more about this. If you want to see more videos Like this, I am doing a 6-week posting schedule where there are 3 videos a week, and Friday is a blog post, which actually, hey, it's Friday today, so go check out my blog, feelingsimple.com. We have a new blog post up talking a little bit more about zero waste and low impact living, so I want you to definitely check that out. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, guys. Bye!